Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. We're back. My hair's doing crazy shit.
Oh, so is mine. Welcome to the top 8 of General Games' Store Championship 2017. It's been an awesome day, 6 rounds, and we are cutting to our 8 best players.
We are.
How's the day been for you, man? Got some reception down on the floor?
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Got to see some really cool decks.
Yeah.
Cool meta stuff.
Get to get out of the booth much, or just
Yeah. So every chance I did a couple interviews and then got out there, had a chat with some people about some plays and what they thought, and been a lot of fun. A lot of banter going around, which is good.
I think the standout for the day is how many different decks we've seen in the room. I think it's super exciting to see.
Definitely.
What direction the game's going in.
100%. We got a couple of we got 2 very different out there sort of non-meta decks, I guess you could say, in the top 8 particularly, which would be interesting to see. We're actually featuring them both. We have them on table 1.
There we go.
For the feature. So we'll get to see Steve Tuck and Ali Goosen playing 2 Gosson playing 2 rather interesting brews.
Yeah. So we'll get to them in a second. They're just setting up. Ali is running a Poe and Snap list, which is similar to the Snap and Base list we've seen on the stream in the last few rounds.
But it does the Poe thing instead of the Base thing.
Exactly. It can do the Poe thing.
It's different.
It's awesome at crushing resources.
Yes.
I assume it runs stuff like Bombing Run and collateral damage. We'll get to the deck list soon.
I believe so. It does some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
It does some interesting stuff.
Tuck is running a variant of the FN deck list. Do you want to run us through that one then?
Yeah, so he runs FN, Anka, Night Sister.
Yeah, okay.
So it's Rainbow Villain.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Here it is here.
So I think the idea of the Night Sister is to get some rerolls out of the weapons that you're playing out on FN.
Yep.
Is that right? Yep.
Yeah, so the Night Sister gives you Night Sister's there for the reroll, and in all honesty, she's not a target sometimes, so she's good for the redeploy.
Is she there for anything else?
If we get to see it, we have a good chance. This is best of 3. I really want to see the Price of Failure balance and mission combo.
So cool.
It is very, very cool. When it works, it friggin' works. So that's the list. See lots of stuff, lots of weapons for FN. Enough events to sort of deal with stuff that sort of matters. But let's be honest, this is a pretty aggressive deck.
Yeah.
You remove dice by killing characters.
Exactly. It has control elements, but its game plan is to play a bunch of weapons on FN, do a ton of damage, and just keep going.
We'll talk. We do have 3 games, or at least 2 games to talk about a bit more of the strategy of the deck. So we can discuss as the game progresses. We'll take a look at Ali's list if we've got it up yet. Maybe not. We'll hang out until we get a chance to look at Ali's list. We'll just have a bit more of a squiz at Steve. So no, we've got Ali's. All right, so there's Ali's. So obviously all red, except for the 2 holdout blasters. Similar to the base Snap list.
Yeah, so it's a trap because it's a red list,
trap deck.
It's amazing.
But
it does have a different focus.
It's got some interesting. It has a few interesting cards in it. Very similar strategy. Does play 2 bombing runs and 2 collateral damages. Both.
That's the benefit of Poe as well, is that you end up with an extra 2 disrupt sides across your dice.
Yeah, pretty good.
Because Poe has the 1 disrupt.
Yep.
So it means all 4 of your dice can trigger bombing run.
Yep.
You're running only 2 Ewings. This is similar. I've played the similar list in the past as well.
Yes.
But players will tend to go after Poe especially. This isn't like a
Poe does damage.
Yeah, exactly. It's not your everyday Poe Maz deck where you're just looking for a special. It uses Poe in a very different way.
So we have an interesting start here. We saw Friends in Low Places removing one of the 2 hit and runs that was in Ali's hands, which is a good start for Tucky. Ali with an equally good start. Oh, pardon me. With the Baby Blaster out and a Wingman. Now Wingman, bit of an all-star of the deck. Being able to activate both characters for a single action, very strong. So Tucky...
Yeah, Tucky leading off with the Vibro.
So here's one of the strengths of the deck.
Yeah.
So FN's ability allows you to, whenever you play a weapon on him, you may roll that weapon die into the pool and resolve it.
And you may resolve it.
You may resolve it.
Yeah.
If it's a blank, obviously you can't resolve it, so it stays in the pool. This also coincides along with Ambush. So cards like Vibro Knife, as what just happened, play a Vibro Knife, roll it in, resolve the 1, have another action.
Yeah, exactly. It's super strong. It's funny, like FN when it first came out, people were like, it's a bit of a joke deck. Like, you play a bunch of weapons on it, roll damage out. Like, obviously, it's good, but it's just, very linear. But we'll see Tuck prove us wrong. I've seen him throughout the day using the ambush on the Vibro to roll in his dice and then use that dice for He Doesn't Like You.
Yes.
I've seen him use it to roll in a dice if it's a modifier. Use it with Unkar Plut.
Yep.
If it's bad, reroll it with Night Sister. His whole list has a lot of synergy.
Yeah.
Which is very important.
This list that Tucky's playing will get around the crush that Ali, like, the resource denial plan of Ali's deck will struggle to keep Tucky in check, because he only needs to get, in most cases, he can do like an upgrade chain of stuff through FN. So you really only need, in a lot of cases, a single resource per turn to upgrade to the next thing.
Ideally, you have lots of weapons on FN,
of course.
Like, just overriding over the same one equally as effective. Yep. Here we see him re-rolling his Unkar Plut dice.
That's a blank. Yes. Big flat blank. Ali's going to grab a resource. I think he has one card left in hand, which is a hit and run. Tucky cannot claim because he does not have any resources, and there is a snap die in the pool. So Ali able to take all the time in the world. He, at this point, has a hit and run in hand. Look, he can feign doing stuff. Steve knows what he has in hand. He's probably just going to snap claim here. No reason to feign anything.
Well, I mean, Tuck does have 2 resources available, and Ali could potentially crush those. So it could go, Steve get 2 resources, Ali crush, then Steve claim.
Yeah, Steve claim.
If Ali does claim, then Steve gets to build up some more resources, which goes against his crush plan.
I don't know if you give up the getting claimed on. Like I said, I don't think you're going to be able to... I don't believe... Yeah, so Ali claimed. I don't think you're ever going to be able to keep Steve off the resources efficiently enough.
Yeah.
And losing one of your 4 dice to your own carbon freezing chamber is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, for sure.
So we have a breakdown of the decks of the top 8 in chat, in Twitch chat for the viewers watching. So basically...
Could we get a clarification from the table of which dice was put onto carbon freezing chamber?
Oh, yeah. So the freezing chamber was... Yeah, we go. Okay. Unkers was frozen. We'll actually get a full breakdown of all 32 decks up at some point soon, once the tournament has concluded. But it won't be happening right now. But
look at that prize possession coming now from Steve Tuck.
Yeah, so this is why you cannot allow, like, so imagine if this went, well, I mean, you wouldn't have got prize possession because you would have crushed the 2 resources. Well, yeah. But mate,
I love, man, he's seeing carbon freezing chamber. He's like, that's cute.
Yeah, that's cute. I'm gonna take that.
But I've got one on my own.
So this is one of the strengths of this deck as well with the Rainbow Villain is, generally speaking, it's a pretty safe assumption. Most people recognize FN as the threat.
Oh, yeah.
Which means you get to play things like prize possession on Unkar.
Yeah, and they'll stick around.
And it'll be there for a while. Now,
if they start going for Unkar, then that's brilliant for you because you keep going with FN. That's very clever.
So, that's unfortunate. Steve rolled in the gun on...
It's not a big, it's a trap. It's for 4.
Was it 5? No, it was 3 on... He flipped to the 3. No, he didn't. He didn't spend the resource. 4. Just 4. So just a small... It's a trap.
I think Poe's die was already resolved. So it was the... one of each of the snap dice and the +2 from the blaster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. So Poe's dice had already gone. Yep. Interesting. I mean, I might have considered actually doing that to the Night Sister.
Yeah,
Meaning the next time he uses his ability, he has to kill her. But maybe it's a waste of damage. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Putting FN to 7 is big. I think I just want to get rid of him as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Focusing on Night Sister is not going to help you win the game.
There's 2 cards in hand. You know what they are?
What?
We might be seeing it. This could be awesome. I don't know. We'll see. It's situational, but I'm very keen to see it happen.
Showing your bias there, Marcus.
I just want to... I don't care who wins. I just want to see that.
Yeah.
That's all I want to... Once in these 3 games, I want to see that happen.
Yeah, no, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Don't care who wins.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I know. We know... These guys are both locals. Yeah. I play a lot with these guys. I
played against Tucky in the local league, actually.
Yep.
And this was back when Ammo Belt was legal. Was broken. And I was playing with Han. And he goes through 10 cards with Boundless Ambition, Price of Failures is Night Sister, and just takes care of all of the second chances in Ammo Belts.
Just gets it.
Yeah.
So this is actually Ali. For those viewers who actually follow X-Wing, Ali is actually a member of the Lethal Runners X-Wing team. So this is a match between the Lethal Runners and Team Shed. As Steve is a member of Team Shed.
There we go. So we've got 3 members of Team Shed showing in the top 8.
3 members of Team Shed.
That's not bad.
Yep.
Team Shed, for those uninformed, are a team that practices in a shed.
It's got beer.
It's got beer.
I'm a member
Shed
of Team
brewed beer.
Yep. We brew decks and beer. It's a great place to play games. We jam a lot of card games there, a lot of board games, that kind of stuff. Just a group of friends, basically. A lot of fun.
So they do well for themselves.
Yeah, I think made some pretty consistent showings across a lot of tournaments, which is good.
So see, Ali actually had 2 It's a Traps in hand, so he may have been firing off that first one prematurely because he was flooded with them.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Got a Bombing Run in hand. Now, Bombing Run's an interesting card.
I think it's sick, man.
It's a cool card.
Yeah.
So Bombing Run is when you resolve a... is it a resource side?
Yeah, so you play it for 0. It resolves a disrupt side.
Disrupt.
And then it does 1 damage to each of your opponent's characters.
Yeah, that's right. So resource denial and damage.
Yeah.
Pretty good against a 3-character list.
Yeah, for sure.
3, yeah. So there's some of the stronger cards in Ali's list. So we're seeing a field medic. Now, seeing a rearm. I don't believe he's got anything in the bin to get with the rearm, but still very good. Does leave the option to discard a weapon and then rearm it back for a reduced cost.
Yeah. Saki's looking at 2 Z6 Battens, key part of the list. A Doubt.
Very strong.
And then he's got his 2 cards for his combo.
Price of Failure and Boundless Ambition.
That's it.
Yep, they're the ones. So, let's see. So, Ali's going to play the Holdout Blaster on snap, roll in, trigger both because of Wingman.
Wingman's so good, man.
Very strong.
It gives Red Hero the tools it needs to compete with cards. Like it's the Red Force Speed, it's the Red Ray, it's the fast hands,
Yep. No, it's very strong.
Yeah.
Very strong. All right, so no action beyond that, though. So it's now on Steve to decide what the play is.
We are looking at 5 damage on board, which is a dead FN.
It is a dead FN.
Even 4 would do it. So we're looking at a Doubt and Tuxan, which you might have to fire off straight away.
I think he has to doubt a die here.
Yeah.
But it's rough. Like, what do you doubt?
I think Holdout has the worst odds, but
he's gonna cycle through. He's gonna take the opportunity to roll in the Batten. See if he can get something out of that.
Batten does a redeploy, so it means he will get 2 shots out of it.
He's going to use that. Yep, that's makes sense.
Yep.
That's good. So yeah, using his cards to maximum value, but deciding that FN is not long for this world. He's happy to let that go. Let that one go.
Yeah.
Redeploy the Batten. Diversify the threats. The Batten goes on to the Night
If we went on to Unkar, then Unkar becomes the clear threat. And then this is sort of like painting a target on something that they don't really want to go for.
Just moving it around. The cups and balls routine.
Yep.
Threats over here. Oh, no, now it's over here. Yep, so moving stuff around. Pretty much.
So rolling in the Night Sister, or thinking about it, which means he's getting a second use out of the Z6 dice this turn, which is very good.
Oh, unfortunately hits 2 blanks. Gonna get the
reroll. Beauty of Z6, yeah.
Reroll of the Batten.
It's a resource.
It's a resource, not super relevant yet.
So trade at FN for half health on Poe. Oh, not even.
Yeah, not even. I think Tucky felt that he wasn't able to defend. The doubt wasn't going to be enough.
Yeah, you'd want to be sure that you can cancel it.
Yeah, the doubt wasn't going to be enough to defend. FN. So you might as well get the activation out of a weapon and get a weapon into play.
That's it. Tucky definitely goes deep with the interactions within this deck. You can see why he's in the top 8.
Yeah, no, definitely. He understands the interactions very well.
Yeah.
Because
there are some tricky things in this deck.
Like
the way you use redeploy.
Oh, there's some very interesting sequencing.
Yeah.
Sure. And Tucky, for as long as I've known Tucky to play Destiny, he's always been very much a fan of the rainbow style decks. He always tries to play something that gives access to all 3 characters.
I've never seen him not play Night Sister. I think I might say that.
He does love his Night Sister. Tucky loves rolling dice. He's a war gamer.
Yeah.
Tucky loves rolling dice. Yes, he is a very, very competent war gamer and a even better painter.
Yeah.
Tucky's had some very, very nice armies. Has some very nice armies, I should say, as another one of his many skills. So he's going to fire off the disarm, which hits the rearm. Not super big. You kind of maybe want to hit the... ideally, I think there you hit the It's a Trap just to shore it up a little bit, because obviously Night Sister having the guns there, you want to just not get blown out too heavily because of an It's a Trap. But nonetheless, we move on. So I think action's with Ali at the moment.
Yeah, so he just uncard. Ali's thinking about what to do.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, uncard's a tough one in this matchup because the red decks do run a fairly low curve of cards during zeros and ones. There's a couple of twos.
It is a problem. Yeah, you don't get a lot of value out of the uncard ability.
Like when I play against Pomaz, I want to uncard as much as possible.
Yep.
Find a Falcon or something, or against Emperor. But it might be worth. I don't know. There probably weren't many other options for him at that point. But.
So Ali actually just claimed, removed the uncard die, so it's another turn. So Steve hasn't had the uncard die since round 1 of the game. Hits the gun. Better than nothing. It's going to do 1 damage, I imagine.
I think Ali's looking pretty favoured in this first round of this best of 3.
Looking like he's got a pretty good spot here. We might need to see if we can jump across to table 2 and just sort of have a look in to see what's going on over there.
Yeah, so on table 2 we've got Justin Pearce, 8th seed against Matt Curtis, 1st seed, undefeated in Swiss, running Vader Raider against Justin's Pomaz, 2 very traditional Destiny decks.
This has been a slugfest.
Yeah.
So Maz, long since deleted at some point.
Delete key.
Yeah,
gone. Move on with the game.
looks like Poe has 10 damage on him, so he's 2 health left.
Oh boy.
Vader has 9 damage, but has a Force Illusion.
Yep.
And a shield. So Poe on an effective 2 health, on an actual 2 health.
Yep.
Vader on an effective 4 health. No, 5 health.
He's got 4 remaining.
Yep.
And then he's got the Force Illusion as well.
Yep. And it's so yeah.
Oh, so 5 remaining.
5 remaining plus 2. So Vader's in a pretty good spot.
Like you were saying a bit earlier, but Vader on 9 is still, half of what most characters are.
It's a lot of health.
Yeah.
A lot of health.
Yeah.
So and a full health Tusken Raider.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tusken Raider, one roll from the Tusken Raider could be the end of Poe.
I'm trying to get a peek at Justin's hand here because he does have the C-3PO out to be able to...
looks like a dog defensive position. Okay, cool. No worries. So we're going to swap back. We're going to swap back to table 1 here to see what's going on. Don't want to miss too much of the main action here. This is the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like Unkar's running around with a knife. Wild man. Someone didn't pay the quarter portion, so I wanted to chase him down.
Who gave that? Could you imagine him with a knife?
I'm not sure that he can move his arms, honestly.
Let's be honest. Oh my god, that's a mental image. So Night Sister rolled in. Night Sister's only on 2 here. So Night Sister rolled in and was removed.
Rolled in and deleted.
Was removed by something you don't see every day. Snap doing 2 damage.
Oh, he has damage sides.
So Snap showing what's up, showing what's what. So now Tucky gonna roll in Unkar with a knife and a riot control pattern because that's what Unkar would do. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't get to roll the Poe die. That would be nice.
Oh yeah.
So this game looking a little bit foregone, maybe.
Yeah, it looks tough for Tuck to come back to it.
I think Ali's in a good spot here.
Like losing FN means his engine is really slowed down. So the price of failure and the boundless ambition in his hand aren't as valuable as they were in the first couple of turns.
Not at all. But it looks this deck can be very explosive. It can also be a little slow. I think we're seeing the slower side at the moment. Ali in a very commanding spot. Doesn't need to do anything too rash here. Can just sort of sit there and
he does have he does have. I wouldn't say the game under wraps, but he does have like a good commanding
got a good handle on it. Well,
he does have to do 10 to Unkar, but
yeah, he's still got a fair bit of health. He's still got what another 6 health on full health Snap, 6 health on Poe, 5 health.
He's getting dice out, which matters. Like Tuck does have control elements, but I wouldn't call it a full control suite.
He'll play the overkill here. He's got diversified threats.
Yeah.
We might jump back again to table 2. See
Vader rolling in.
The conclusion to game one, I think.
Oh, no, look at that.
That's...
Defensive position being fired off, cancelling out Vader's 2 3s.
Oh, brutal. But for speed, reroll is the thing.
What, he's looking for 2 damage?
2 damage. 2 damage on the Vibro Knife, 2 damage on the Tusken Raider.
Yep. It's we can't see his handy, but it's quite possible that he runs cards like bait and switch, and
it's very. I mean, he does have.
Well, I know he runs it. He possibly has it in his hands.
Yeah, very possible.
Bait and switch and Force Strike wouldn't do anything.
Yeah,
but lightsaber throw.
Lightsaber throw. Yep. Yeah, there's definitely lines. They all begin with him taking 2 actions. I feel.
Oh yeah.
2 actions. Reroll without taking 2 actions. Should have taken the 2 actions.
Interesting, but I think
Justin has nothing anyway. No, okay. Justin had nothing in hand. So yep, that's it. So that's game 1 to Matt. We'll jump back to table 1 while those guys get ready for their game 2.
Yeah, this matchup's interesting because Pomaz can spike a lot of damage, but Vader just pumps out 3s and 3s and 3s and 3s.
Yep,
and can keep up while controlling.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll see if we can quickly jump back to table 1 if our producer is with us. Otherwise, we'll watch. There we go. Sweet. So we're back at table 1.
Here's some Vibro Knucklers running over the prize possession. Ankar getting dirty.
Yes, Ankar's getting down and dirty with some 2 right control pads.
Every time I walk past Tuck today, he's had something ridiculous on him. That's why I'm really with 2 lightsabers and a...
Now, interesting, he chose to... Interesting choice here. He chose to give up the controlled Poe die on the prize possession in order to just get some damage in.
I feel like he had to. He was behind. He needed more dice to be able to catch up.
Yeah.
His ceiling on those 3 wasn't high enough to win in this game.
No, exactly. The only way he's winning this game is pumping out some damage.
Yeah.
So Ali firing off a collateral damage there, which is an interesting card. Then I read it as resolve a damage die.
Mate, I played the card for a month and I read it as resolve a die.
Yeah, resolve a damage die and then force your opponent to lose a resource. But it is actually resolve any number of either ranged or melee. There were some interesting rules questions some people had. Can I resolve both ranged and melee simultaneously? Yeah. No, it does specifically say either, but you can resolve all of your damage.
Yes.
And force them to lose a resource.
It's an resource, that's it. It effectively doubles the amount of disrupt sides that you have on your characters.
Very good. Yeah. Very good in the matchup. So Ali's sitting on a bombing run, still a U-wing and a planetary uprising. Steve...
He's looking for the reroll. If he can take out Poe in this turn, I think he has a good chance.
Yeah.
But that's
not going to do it?
No. What's Ali doing? He is taking his shield off the baby blaster.
Yeah, it takes his shield. Why not? Play safe. Steve going...
The shield is actually huge here because Tuck has to do 3 damage, but now with his shield he has to do 4, which means he can't do it off a single one of his dice.
Can't do it off a single die.
Although the focus to the 2 on the Vibro Knucklers will get in there, providing Ali has no control for it, which looks like is the case. Yeah.
Look, I think, that's going to be Steve putting up a fight here.
Oh, yeah.
Ali,
we can see
one
Steve
resource.
Sequencing that in the correct way.
Yeah.
Using his 2 first before focusing so he doesn't get blown out by a defensive position.
Yeah, or anything.
In this case, he actually controls the battlefield, but...
yeah.
In...
Ali re-rolling, just trying to get some value out of his dice. So he's going to claim the resource there. Unfortunately for him, the timing not correct. He would love to have been able to play the planetary uprising a turn sooner.
Yeah.
Meaning that in order for Tucky to do that, he can play the planetary. I feel you play the planetary anyway. Although no, you claim. You must claim because now Tucky gets to claim and take away one of your snap die. Although
you can't claim without a resource.
Oh, he can't. Sorry.
There you
apologies.
go.
Apologies. Snap.
That's the trick.
That's the trick. That's the gimmick. So now Ali gets to claim, deal 2 damage.
Oh wow.
Of course, that's perfect.
So Ankar's sitting there at 6, 4 remaining. Snap has 8 remaining. It's going to come down to who can just... I don't know. Snap has 3 upgrades on him as well.
Snap has, and I believe he's still got a hit and run in the deck. Oh, no, the hit and runs are gone. He definitely had 2 in his opening hand. So both hit and runs are gone.
This is down
Ali
to the
has
wire.
a very good chance of doing enough damage to force. So if Ali's able to do 2 damage, a claim threatens to kill Tucky.
Look, Marcus, I think I see 2 guerrilla warfares in his hand.
Oh, really?
That's ambush 1, claim for 2.
Yeah, that's a win, right? That's win on board. Yep.
I don't think Tucky has a
Steve
response to that.
Well, I mean, good luck seeing that coming, 1.
Well, I know, yeah.
and 2, no, you're right. Providing Ali sees it, that's a win. So no, Steve cannot win here. Steve will roll in. Oh,
he's got more dice.
Ali forgot to roll in his overkill. His promo overkill.
Promo kill.
A very.
I'm sorry, that was weak.
A very step up the pun game. Man. Come on. A very aggressive looking base. Action shot of base. So Tucky's going to do what he thinks is a good way to defend.
It's good removal, but it might be in vain.
It's not enough. So, so Ali can literally go Guerrilla Warfare into Guerrilla Warfare, which is 2 damage, into claim. No, he's going to choose to reroll.
Oh,
all right,
that's a big one to miss.
Maybe he's missed it. It doesn't matter. I think regardless, we'll just do that. That'll do it too.
Yeah, that's 4.
Yeah, look. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve scooping it up.
Tucky scoops it up.
All right. Either way, that was Ali's game in the first round.
Yep. So
it was very close.
We'll jump back to game 2 on table 2. So this is Matt Curtis, who went into the top 8, seed number 2.
Number 1, undefeated.
Number 1, he was undefeated. Apologies. Kirk was number 2. So he was number 1. Justin went in at number 8. There's a Poe rolling in. No, that was a discard to re-roll.
Okay, so it looks like he rolled in Maz and decided not to resolve anything with his blanks.
Yep.
And went for the
That's
re-roll.
a threatening roll.
Oh, yeah.
That is a lot of damage. I don't know what's in Justin's hand, but that could be a lot. Matt with a rather lackluster looking start on his side of the table. No upgrades, no force.
He's showing 5 damage on board as well. Keep that in mind. That's not bad.
That's true. So Justin does have a Falcon in hand.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't have the resources to discard it and play it. Unfortunately, 1 short. Because
so he's got that 1 card in his hand, I believe.
That's a thing. That's a thing you can do. I believe he's just going to throw a 4. Yep, that'll do it. Take 4.
Is 4 good, Marcus?
4's not bad.
Okay.
Can't confirm.
So it looks like
now,
you
the
can
interesting thing is,
sorry, go on.
Consideration here, maybe a little greedy. Do you focus Maz's die into a resource, gain a resource? You're pretty much telecasting, like you're broadcasting to the world what you're trying to do, right? Like you are telling Matt, I have a Falcon in hand and I'm going to play it. But if you feel your opponent can't do anything with the dice, which given the fact that he resolved his damage rather than trying to deal with your damage, maybe he can't.
Yeah.
Maybe you go for trying to get the Falcon in play.
I don't know. I love Falcon in play. Obviously, it's very good. But against Vader Raider, it sort of might be in vain because it is a thing that you have to roll in once. You can't, sequence it in a way.
I mean, it's definitely weak to like cards like Deflect and such. But 4 damage once versus 4 damage more than once, or it definitely changes things.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting call. I'm not sure what side of the fence I sit on there. Looks like Poe is doing his 3 damage, and Maz is dying.
Yeah, so Schwant just pointing out that he did forget his overkill die. So slight delay in the chat there. Yeah, he did forget it, but he found it. It didn't matter. he was victorious nonetheless.
Has that been a turn 1 kill on Maz for the second time?
I don't believe it was a turn 1.
It wasn't the first time? Okay.
Might not have been. We did come in later, so I don't know if it was turn 1. I was responding to chat and I missed the damage. So that was what Vader, Tusken Raider just hit 3.
Yeah.
Look, when you're on, and you can't do much about it, unfortunately. You're rolling dice just like your opponent, and if yours are hitting, then that's dice, right? Little unfortunate there for Justin. Left with a full health Poe, but
yeah, we can't see his grip right now. But I think Justin's plan is to set up a C-3PO.
He did do 5 damage to Vader.
Oh yeah, it's good.
7 damage technically because Vader had 2 shields.
Yeah,
that's not nothing. And there's a special on Poe. Now he needs to hope that Matt he needs to have something and hope that Matt has nothing, which Matt has something. Yep. He had another Falcon in hand. That's unfortunate. So he's going to go for the reroll. Shows some damage.
That's 4 damage. It's pretty good.
It's not nothing. Put Vader to 9.
That's the thing. These two decks just slog it out. They just beat each other.
Oh yeah, it's a bare knuckle brawl most of the time. Well, except for the fact that Poe brings chips.
Yeah. Vader whips out his lightsaber and I
saw Vader at the end of Rogue One. He doesn't.
Oh yeah.
He'll take on a ship.
Yeah.
He'll take down your whole ship from the inside.
All right, Matt, using the Force to turn Pose 2 into a blank.
You've got to feel pretty good on Justin's side if your opponent is utilising his use the Force to do that.
No,
it's back.
care.
It's back. Okay, so now you've got to believe that Matt has nothing. Yep. Yeah, Matt has nothing.
Justin's got a card.
Justin can... Oh, he has some damage. So, without knowing what else is in Justin's hand, maybe he wants to be defensive here, but I think... I disagree with that.
You disagree with that?
I disagree with Lost Canning there. I think you want the damage. I think taking... Oh, he only had one... Oh, so they were both... No, they were... Sorry, apologies. He could have resolved both. One was a base 2. One was base 2 and one was one cost 1. So I think... sorry, our producer correcting me incorrectly. Damn you, Scott.
Marcus just talks to himself. It's just...
No, sorry. Apologies for having conversation with the voice in my head. That's a pretty good start. We'll jump back to our feature match, and see what the go is here. Oh, dear Lord.
Wow.
What did we miss? That is 8 damage.
Is 8 damage. 8 damage on FN.
What happened? And we've just been told that Poe did it, as expected.
Oh, so it looks there, plus 2, 2 and 2.
Was that just Poe shooting?
Poe natural, yeah.
Oh dear Lord, that feels bad.
Maybe some from Snap.
Don't tell me. Was it an Itza
It must have been an Itza trap.
It's got to be an Itza trap.
Yeah.
That had to have been an
There's a holdout up there.
That's 8. There's 8 damage on the dice. I believe Ali just Itza trapped Tucky. That's a little unfortunate. Just been informed. Double hit and run into Itza trap. That is.
Who needs wingman? Just hit and run. Both characters.
That is backbreaking. That is backbreaking.
Oh.
Man, both these games being a little unfortunate.
That's just what can happen, though. Like I said, the deck's solid, but it can just do that.
Yeah, you got to have you put the cards in your deck for a reason. You put them there because you don't want to play them.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right.
Saki's sitting here like, all right, how do I come back?
Yeah, look,
he's re-rolling.
He can put up a fight.
Oh yeah, like
he can put up a fight.
The thing that surprised me about Tuck's deck is he can match your damage.
Yep.
Like you do a whole bunch of stuff, and he'll be all right. Here's my answer. I'll re-roll.
So
I'll play
Ali,
something until I get it.
Interesting point here. Ali's claimed. Now, does Ali have any cards in hand? Because Unkar's ability is very, very much on here.
What, hit and run, it's a trap. Yeah, DH17, planetary, I think it's 5 cards.
5 cards. So Ali has no cards.
Yeah.
So Unkar's ability does nothing. Tucky likely to pitch a few cards to reroll and then possibly use Night Sister's ability to reroll a couple more, trying to get the maximum amount of damage he can. He's missing a bit here, unfortunately. Going to gain some resources, probably play another upgrade on FN. With the 2, if he can afford it, I feel he's just going to pitch and reroll.
No.
He's going to. No, he's not. I'm lying. There it is. There's a boundless ambition.
Just when you think his turn is over, Tuck's like, nah, another one,
and another one. But the problem is only 2 resources this time, so he's going to have to do a little bit here. So I feel he might just resolve the 2 damage. So the 1 damage showing. I
don't know, like you said, like you can override a few times, you can play a new one and then reroll with Night Sister.
You've also got the Night Sister rerolls here, so he could play the Gaffy stick.
But how gritty did he get in this situation?
It depends. You could pay 1 and upgrade anything into Vibro Knucklers.
It's paying 1 for the reroll, first of all. So he wants to get the holdout blaster die out of the pool before he overrides it.
Yep, rightly so. This is why he plays the deck.
Yeah.
This is why he plays, and this is where we discussed earlier. There, it's definitely a lot of lines to this deck.
Oh yeah.
And Tucky being this deck, you can tell it's a Tucky deck.
Oh yeah.
He loves rolling dice.
It's a well-oiled Tucky dice.
He loves
machine.
rolling dice, and if he can give given an opportunity to roll dice multiple times, the same die multiple times, and more dice, he'll do it. So he built the most efficient way of rolling dice in Destiny.
It's very strong. Like, don't let rolling dice sound like we're being belittling.
No.
It's rolling dice because dice are good and they win you the game.
Exactly. Tucky, he's demonstrating to us why he likes rolling dice.
Also, note that he did his damage to Snap, which is his sign of saying, I'm going to kill this turn. This one's mine.
He's going for the kill.
Yeah.
And the scary part is he can get it.
Oh, yeah.
He could very, very... Note being, people, he has not spent a resource yet.
Yeah.
He got 2 resources and is 3 cards in hand, has not spent a resource yet. He's probably going to take one on the Night Sister. There it is. He's going to go again. It's the blank again. All right. He's going to take another one of the Night Sister. He's going hard.
With the gaffy stick.
Oh, wait. Did he draw a Price of Failure? In the balance? Oh, man, no, he didn't.
No,
if he drew a Price of Failure here, if he drew a Price of Failure right there, he would very happily go re-roll until Knights. There it is.
That's 4.
So Producer's just pointing out that we should be playing the Epic Sax Man in the background while this is happening. No, so honestly,
I think Ali just went to sort of like untap snap there, but Tuck's like,
no, stop. We're still going. Now the Vibro Knuckles are having a turn. Oh, he got him! He did it! He did it!
Oh my god,
Tucky, you're a machine.
He got 4 damage on the Night Sister, but he just brutalized Snap.
Oh, that is brilliant. Awesome. There is a highlight reel and a half.
Ali's like, it's a trap. Steve's like, that's cute.
My God.
Wow.
Showing you that, yes, Balanced Ambition is very playable. Wow.
Well, yeah, we saw at Worlds that, like, Balanced Ambition made that, Awakenings only Beta-rated deck.
Yep.
One of the strongest decks in the format. And this is the next iteration of a deck that can abuse Boundless Ambition.
Man. But just consider this, right? If he had drawn into Price of Failure, he would have gone again.
Oh, yeah.
He would have just kept going.
Yep. There's no stopping him.
Wow. That was very impressive. Yep.
He must just be sitting there and...
friends... interesting.
He's got 4 choices.
Interesting choice here.
I think...
that's a hard one. I think you take the Field Medic. I honestly think you take the Field Medic.
You've got your board established now. Like, he doesn't need resources as much because he can override.
So
I think I ripped the Field Medic.
I didn't actually mention it earlier. I kind of meant to. So what is of note, because this is a top 8, so it is match play, which means it's best of 3.
Yep.
And there's two things that come along with match play. One is your seeded position determines whether or not you get your choice of battlefield. Yep. Like, you get the choice of battlefield. Yep. So there is no die rolling at the beginning of any of these matches. Whoever had the highest seed is assumed to have won the die roll.
That's right.
For game 1, and that will be the same all the way through until the final, until we have a winner. On top of that, secondarily, the loser of the previous game is assumed to have won the die roll.
Yeah.
So they will get their choice of battlefield for game 2, and then if it's a 1-1, then the other person will get their choice for game 3.
Yeah, for sure.
The battlefield, basically, you want to be higher placed. That's wow!
Poe was just showing lethal for FN2199.
Nope.
And Tuck's like,
I'm gonna take this.
I'm not just gonna remove that dice. I'm gonna keep this dice.
I'm gonna have this one. So that's demonstrating the power of prize possession. It's not just long term. It's not just it's not just taking a die away. It's die removal.
Yes.
Oh, you're showing 3 damage. You now no longer have that die, nor can you do 3 damage with it.
Exactly. It's not like carbon freezing where it's like, all right, next turn, we'll put it out of the way.
Yep.
It's like this now.
It's gone now.
Mine.
Yep, exactly right. Oh man. That's incredible. So, Tucky putting on a show. So yeah, he's going to fire off the... Tucky's resources just out of frame there. Maybe we can get him to play with them a little bit lower down the table so we can actually see how many resources he's playing with.
It looks like he's out of them now.
He's out of them now, but I believe he had 1.
Yes.
So Ali's showing the power of collateral damage there, forcing your opponent to lose their last resource. Very relevant.
Yeah, you exchange a card being able to do 2 things at once, which is, really cool.
Yeah, very relevant.
All right, so Tuck's turn. He's still got Anka and Night Sister.
Yeah, still got Anka and Night Sister. What's the card? So he knows what's in Ali's hand.
Oh, focus. That's huge.
Yeah, focus represents a lot here. Losing the resource was relevant though.
He does still have a resource showing on the gaffy stick, I believe. So if he wanted to, he could still deal. Like, it's a long way to do it.
Yeah, you kind of want the resource for the damage on the gaffy stick.
Yeah.
But nonetheless.
There's the 3 damage on the... Oh, no, sorry, FN only has a 2.
Yeah, only 2.
Yeah.
The 3 damage comes from the gaffy stick, but it costs 1. It's Tusken Raider. Tusken Raider's 3 damage, basically. It's like they pride his staff.
It's like training for Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, basically. He does, though the resource very relevant because he could upgrade he's going to take the resource.
Yeah.
And you can bet that gaffy stick is becoming a rocket launcher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm positive it is. That's becoming a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, Tucky putting on a show here. This is great.
Does Ali have cards in hand?
Maybe we can get confirmation. I believe he has one. He has one left.
Guerrilla Warfare. No cards left. Okay.
No, so cool. He used the... Oh, okay. So he would have used the Guerrilla Warfare as a reroll. And he's now just watching.
Yeah, so Tuck is, excuse me, focusing FN's die into a resource to use for a certain weapon, which he's playing right now.
Yep. And has the resource to... Oh, unfortunate. Has the resource to resolve whatever side it shows.
Yeah, that's it.
If it showed a side. I imagine he's going to pitch to reroll here. 4 damage is massive. Yeah. The potential of 4 damage.
There's also Night Sister.
Yeah, exactly. And the Night Sister reroll. That, like I said, Night Sister, it serves one purpose for Tucky, and it's to reroll. You might... Oh, maybe you pitch... So what do you got in hand? You got prize possession... Oh, double prize possession? Oh, God, no. No, don't be silly. Don't be silly.
He could play it.
It's unique anyway. Okay. It is unique. Oh, come on, Tucky. That's bad luck, man. So he's re-rolled twice into the blank. Although, that said, there are 2 blanks on the rocket launcher, so it's not that unlucky. 1 and 3 to hit a blank.
He's halfway through his deck. I wouldn't feel too bad about damaging the Night Sister and hoping to see the price of failure off the top for next turn.
There it is. So he re-rolled into 3 damage. Yeah. Yep. No, 4 damage. No, 3 damage.
Through the shield. Yep,
3 damage with shields and then the 1 from the Night Sister. So it's 4 damage total.
Gotcha.
Yep. 4 damage dealt total.
Oh, wow.
Ali claims. So Ali's going to get to go first. A hit and run. It's a trap here. Could be pretty big. He's got... no, does he have hit and runs left? He has a hit. It's a trap in hand. Not too many guns on Steve's side of the table, though. So it's a trap, not such a big deal. Has a price of failure in hand.
There it is.
I guarantee you this turn, if given the opportunity, FN's going to be going twice.
I want to see it so badly.
trying to break Tucky's habit of putting his resources to the right of his play area. It just makes it easier for us to be able to see the resources, see what's going on.
All right, first action, gaffy stick. Here we go. Roll it in.
First action, pays it up, rolls it in, hits the special.
Which does nothing yet.
Let's remove a die.
It's remove one of your own melee dice and do 3 damage. So it's like a like a 4 strike. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Oh, and it obviously has redeploy too. Sweet.
Yeah.
You have to remove your own melee die?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like it converts your 1 into a 3.
Oh, in this case, it was he didn't like it, nor did he like you or Poe.
Yeah.
And Poe's die promptly removed, rerolls into the maximum damage that those 3 die have. That is enough to kill FN.
It is.
That's unfortunate because I don't believe Tucky. Oh, Tucky has a Night Sister reroll here. He can. I think his line is going to be force reroll. His line has to be Night Sister reroll your gun.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's his only line. Quite sure Tucky knows that is the Night Sister's ability does count for all dice. No, choosing to maybe missing that. Interesting.
All right, so he's
though he does have a redeploy.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was Tucky, I think I would have gone for the. I would have tried to. I would have made my opponent re-roll there. At least give my FN a chance at winning, at surviving, maybe. But I don't know. Not sure if that was a conscious decision or whether he just missed it. But we'll see. I have a word with him afterwards and just to discuss his logic behind that play.
Hard to say.
Yeah, of course.
So we're looking at the Night Sister holding the gaffy stick now, and Ankar Platt with nothing on him, including no damage. These two together need to do another 10 damage to knock out Poe. I think there's still a field medic left in the deck.
Yep.
Cool to see Tuck held on to his second prize possession. Obviously, he was expecting FN to die so that he could bring in the second prize possession on Ankar. Seeing the resources not to do it on Ankar, but he's seeing some resources now.
Yep. So we just had a link thrown up in the chat there of Scott hard at work on the computers. Just what's going on behind the screen, behind the screens, not even the scenes. Poor screens.
Clean up your desk, Scott.
Yeah, well, it's my desk as well. So but I'll blame Scott. It's fine. Thank you for the feedback there, guys. Yeah, we do put a lot of effort into the production quality. Put a lot of effort in. We will be streaming Nationals.
We will be. Yes.
So we are hosting Destiny Nationals down here in Melbourne. It'll be held across the road actually from the store we're in currently. It'll be held over in Monash University. We have a nice, big, amazing play space.
Yeah, we rent out an awesome, huge lecture hall, clear it out, have massive screens, audio going all day. It's
So we'll be streaming that. It'll be, I believe, yet to be confirmed, but I believe it's going to be 2 days across 2 days. We're streaming across 2 days. Lots of side events firing, lots of coverage.
That's it. So
interviews.
Stay tuned to our Facebook and our social media.
Yep.
Looking for an awesome weekend of Destiny, and make sure you make the trip down once it's all announced.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, seeing Tuck play maybe discarding the price of failure, but Ali giving it a read.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
So Matt was victorious on table.
On table 2, yep. So Matt was the Vader player.
Yep.
Defeating Justin Pearce on Promaz.
We don't actually have a date confirmed yet for the Nationals, do we?
No, I don't believe so.
It will be later this year.
Like I said, stay tuned to our Facebook.
Yeah,
and our
stay
YouTube.
tuned. We'll keep everybody posted.
Yeah, we'll keep everybody in the world posted.
Yeah, we have lots of content that comes out as well. So that make sure to subscribe. Jump on our social. Facebook, YouTube, all that kind of stuff.
Instagram, Twitch, obviously.
We'll links are in the chat. We'll keep you posted. Oh, there's an It's a Trap.
Oh.
Speaking of Snap and Trap and stuff, It's a Trap firing off. Perfect timing. So jump on that. We'll have announcement videos and such that go up. We make a lot of content quite regularly. We'll be streaming all that. Come down, say hi. If you're thinking of traveling, please do. Be awesome.
All right, so Ali just counted out his damage, and Steve extended his hand.
Yep.
That's Ali winning 2-0
Ali
on
taking
table 1.
2-0. Damn.
Defeating the 5th seed, Steve Tuck, with his awesome Rainbow Villain
Great
deck.
friends with both these players, and awesome to see Ali going deep into the tournament. Really wanted to see Ali, see Steve at least get the real combo off once. But
that's it. Well, congratulations to Ali for making it
very
through
well
the
played
top
by
4
Ali.
of our 32-player Tour Championships here.
Yep.
Very exciting for him, and we'll see if he can take it home.
So not sure about haven't got feedback as to the other 2 matches that are taking place currently. We have it was 2-0 to Matt Curtis. 2-0 to Matt Curtis, 2-0 to Ali. The other 2 matches that would have been between so Kirk Paul Smart would have been playing against Matt. So it would have been an Unka Jabba matchup versus a Vader Raider. They're in game 3 currently. Matt Jam was playing against Carl, and they're currently in game 3.
Game 3, okay.
And Kirk versus Trent, and they're both in game 3 as well.
Okay.
So very short period. We'll have a very short break going into the top 4.
Yep.
We'll be back. Stay tuned.
That's it. Stay tuned.
Glad everyone's enjoying it, and see you soon.